Hello everyone. Today we will discuss about the cell and its components. So we have to study about the table of content regarding the cell. In previous lecture we have discussed the what is cell and the functions of cells about the unicellular and multicellular organisms once. Today we will discuss table of contents in which we will deal with the types of cells and its component, structure and basic functions, protein synthesis, energy supply, cellular digestion, support and movement, storage and transportation. So let have a look over the cell structure. So this is the structure of a cell. This is nucleus and nuclear envelope, Golgi body, ribosomes, vacuoles, matrix, etc. So there are many types of organelles are present inside the cell. We will discuss in later lectures. So as we already discussed, the cell is the smallest unit of life and it is capable of performing various types and all types of important functions. Some organisms have just one cell while others have trillions of cells like humans and top chordates also. In single or one cell means in unicellular organism and trillions means multicellular organism having these types of cells. Today we will discuss types of cells. So there are two types of cells mainly, prokaryotic and eukaryotic. Prokaryotic means these types of cells lack a membrane bound nucleus. Genetic material is dispersed in the cytoplasm, often as a single circular chromosome. Examples are bacteria. Bacteria belongs to the category of prokaryotic cell. Prokaryotic cell, as we know, the most basic and primitive type of cells characterized by the absence of a membrane bound nucleus. Means there is no nucleus in which the DNA or genetic component exists inside that. Instead of storing their genetic material inside a distinct nucleus, prokaryotic cells have their DNA dispersed in the cytoplasm, usually in form of a single circular chromosome. These cells are typically small in size, ranging from 0.1 to 5 micrometers, and they lack most membrane-bound organelles found in complex cells. Unlike structure of prokaryotic cells, so this is the structure of prokaryotic cell. As you can see, the free circular chromosome inside that, and all the components are free, they are not membrane bound one. Despite their simplicity, prokaryotic cells have several essential components like genetic material, cytoplasm, plasma membrane, cell wall, ribosome, flagella and pili. These mainly organs have their own functions. Like genetic material is a single circular DNA molecule known as nucleoid, floats freely in the cytoplasm. This is circular chromosome in form of DNA as a genetic material. Unlike eukaryotic cells, prokaryotes do not have a nuclear membrane. Cytoplasm, a gel-like substance inside, this is gel-like substance inside the prokaryotic cells, taking place all type of activities inside this regarding metabolic reaction and protein synthesis. Plasma membrane, a protective barrier that controls the movement of substance in and outside the cell. Cell wall, most prokaryotic cell is made up of a rigid peptidoglycan which provides structural support and protection. Ribosomes, these are the ribosomes which are present inside the eukaryotic cells, but they are different from eukaryotic ribosome. They perform the same in eukaryotic and prokaryotic one, and their main function is mainly protein synthesis. Flagella, this is flagella and this is pili. Flagella and pili, some prokaryotes have flagella which help in movement, and pili which assist in attachment to surface and exchange of genetic material. Examples of prokaryotic cells. The most common and well-known example of prokaryotic cell is bacteria. This is bacterial cell. Bacteria are found in everywhere, in soil, water, air, and even inside human bodies. Some bacteria, as we know already, are beneficial, like lactobacillus, which helps in digestion, while others bacteria like salmonella can cause diseases. Another type of bacteria is Archaea, which live in extreme environments such as hot springs and deep sea vents. Now the functions and importance of prokaryotic cell. Functions are decomposition. Decomposition means bacteria help break down dead organic matter, recycling nutrient back into the ecosystem. If bacteria will not present in the environment, the food chain will not be completed, because they play a very important role in decomposition of dead and decay material. Next is nitrogen fixation. Certain bacteria like Ribosomes convert atmospheric nitrogen into forms and plants can use. Next is medical and industrial use. Prokaryotes are used in antibiotics, insulin production, and food fermentation like yogurt and cheese. Harmful effects. Some bacteria have also negative effect which causes diseases such as tuberculosis and pneumonia. But antibiotics helps control bacterial infections. And lastly, in few words, we can say that prokaryotic cells are the simplest form of life, but play a crucial role in environment and human health. Their nucleus is no envelope means lack of a nucleus, and membrane bound organelles distinguishes them from eukaryotic cells, but they still carry out all necessary life processes. Whether beneficial or harmful, prokaryotes are essential to life on earth. So this is all about the prokaryotic cell, and most burning example and the most favorable example of prokaryotic cell is bacterial cell. So this is total about prokaryotic cells. Now next we will discuss about eukaryotic cell. Eukaryotic cell means complex and specialized unit of life. So there are so many examples which belongs to the eukaryotic cells like plant, animals, protist and fungal, etc. Now we will discuss it in elaborate form. Eukaryotes have advanced and complex cells that contain a membrane-bound nucleus where DNA is stored. Unlike prokaryotic cells, eukaryotic cells have also various membrane-bound organelles that perform specialized functions. These cells can be found in a wide range of organisms, including plants, animals, fungi, and protist. As already I will discuss in form of pictures, these four. They are typically larger than prokaryotic cells, measuring between 10 to 100 micrometers in size. Plant cells, the foundation of photosynthesis. Plant cells are a type of eukaryotic cell that have unique structure allowing them to produce their own food through photosynthesis. They have cellulose cell wall means cell wall of plants are made up of cellulose, unlike animal cells. Plants have a rigid cell wall made up of cellulose that provide structural support and protection. Next is chloroplast. Chloroplast organelles contains chlorophyll, the green pigment that captures sunlight and converts it into energy. This is known as photosynthesis, allows plants to make glucose. Large central vacuole means these organelle stores water, nutrient and waste products. It also helps maintain cell shape and provide structural support. Example, suppose a leaf cell contains numerous chloroplasts, enabling the plant to produce food efficiently. Now next example is animal cell. Some have a rigid cell wall while other possesses flagella for movement. Now we will discuss animal cell. Animal cells are flexible and do not have a rigid cell wall like plants. Instead, they have a cell membrane that provides protection and controls what enters and exits the cell. Some key features of animal cells includes lack of cell wall, means there is no cell wall. Animal cells rely on a flexible plasma membrane for structure. Plasma membrane also known as cell membrane. Next is flagella and cilia. Some animals have flagella, a tail-like structure, or cilia, hair-like projection that helps in movement. Specialized organ. Animal cell contains lysosomes for digestion of waste, mitochondria for energy production, and centrioles important for cell division. For example, sperm cells have a flagellum that helps them swim towards the egg for fertilization. Now next cell is protist. The diverse group protists are unicellular or multicellular eukaryotic organisms that do not fit into the plant or animals or fungal categories. Some key features of protist include cell wall. Cell wall is optional. Some protists like algae have cell walls while others like protozoa doesn't have. Lack of specialized tissues. Unlike plant and animals, protists do not have complex tissues, but they still carry out all life function within a single cell. Examples: Paramecium, a type of protist, moves using cilia and feeds on smaller microorganisms. Fungal cells means decomposers of natures. Fungi like mushroom, molds are made up of fungal cells which have characteristics distinct from plants and animals. Chitin cell wall, unlike plant cells made up of cellulose, fungal cell wall are made up of chitin, the same material found in insect exoskeleton. Heterotrophic nature means fungi cannot make their own food like plants. Instead, they absorb nutrients from organic matter, making them heterotrophic. For example, yeast, a type of fungus, is used in baking and fermentation. Lastly, we would like to say that eukaryotic cells are more advanced than prokaryotic cells and come in various forms. Plant cells performs photosynthesis, animal cells are specialized for movement and functions, protists are diverse but simple, and fungal cells act as decomposers. These variations allows eukaryotic organisms to thrive in different environments and perform complex biological processes. Thank you.